go. Mais que je suis bien, place pas, place pas. It's enough. Good back.
Stop. You have to go so. Stop. Get off the seat. Stop. Come here. Get off the seat. Get off the It's okay. Please. I'll forget you. I get one. Let's go. Let's go. Across the road. Baba. Wait.
Instruction on the one. Let's dress back, please. Can you see? Let's dress back.
Mr. Joe.
Get to the
Yo, I came to the land of the
I will get you, man. Just a minute. You know, I'm 200,000 people. If I do not what you describe, I know.
Get back to when you feel back. It was as soon as you get the boy, you can become a white boy.
Okay, sure.
Can I give you a box? My brother.
what?
Go back! Hey! Be careful, they'll sign you up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're going
Yeah, you can go live on this. You can still go live on it. You can be back to the watch the game. Let go. Let go the last day. Let go.
Weber.
I'm not going to do it.
I think the person will play fire.
That's what people do. What that is open and nobody will not stand in front of anybody, but just be online with this canopy.
What we go ahead? Sorry. Maybe go do that man for the sound card. Why is it? Where boy?
Okay, it's a wonderful day here at the EDC in Central Monrovia as part of the all-important inauguration ceremony. This happens to be one of the many activities we started on yesterday. Today is all about sports, and you know it's the unifying force of football. And this is the backdrop for which the president-elect Kingston as President-elect Ambassador George MATCH-WEAH. And this game is between the WEAH All-Star and that of the AFL. Just a friendly encounter. Interestingly, former national team captain Joe Tona Armstrong Nangwe is between the goalposts for WEAH All-Star. Nukungwano fans George WEAH, for his teammate, this player was a clearance there, and that too good into the danger zone of WEAH All-Star. Vamakoto to take the throw quickly. Vamakoto formerly of George WEAH 11. That was one of the best teams so far you can count on in this republic. We played roughly about, according to our own official time, 10-15 minutes into the first half. It's still goalless here at the BTC. And so George WEAH 11 is still trying to control things here. Now is the guys from the AFL. This player wearing number 4 jersey finds his teammates wonderful control into their own. But it's been dispossessed and it's now showing advantage to WEAH All-Star. We see the officials here to grace these occasions, Liberians in general. As a matter of fact, they are here to grace this occasion. We apologize that we don't have the list of the two teams. This is just charity. So, protocol was very tough indeed. People just focusing on just after that, they come onto the page. But due to our own analytical point of view, some of the players we followed, we can tell you for sure. Christopher Ray to the attack. A shot. A poor and feeble one there. Not the Christopher Ray I used to know higher. But I saw that tricky pass earlier on from George Weah. He actually wanted to beat up onto that defender, but he's very busy now as compared to in the past. Nukungwana into the center circle of George Weah 11. He did not do too well, so it's now, wow, 4-1 there, poor coordination on the part of that player from the area. So quickly taking this player, since the 10 of George, we have a 4-1. He's staying into the half of Weah 11. Janje Jacobs finds his teammate. Janje, a long cross, beautiful chip. Two players caught in an outside position, meaning no trouble now to Weah 11. This is KMTV Live, and always making it a duty to bring you what you usually see wherever you're watching. It's now this player from defense into their own half, wearing number 8 jersey. He finds his teammate and they stay in possession into their own half. Another one, a poor one. And so it's now George Jibril, formerly of George Weah 11, the former captain of the national team of this republic. George Jibril, still very fit. And this player on the far referee sounds a whistle for infringement. Van Mankpoto. He finds George Weah, president-elect. George Weah to Nuku Guana. Nuku finds this player deep into the trouble zone of the area and he wins a corner. Good connection from George Weah to Nuku Guana and to this player wearing number 12 jersey. And so this now the first corner to George Weah 11. Quickly taken, George Weah wearing the armband. He has 1 minute contender with. He beat past him because wonderful skills from George Weah, former African world and European best respectively. Reminds me of the days of AC Milan, Paris Saint-Germain, Marcel, Olympe Marcel, and the Lone Star of Liberia. A tricky one, but George Jibril, his calculation was not too perfect. I didn't have been so he could have been goal number 1. Van Mankpoto, easy head up to Joe Armstrong Tononangbe, the utility. And Armstrong was like hasty for what reason we just don't know. And so he stayed into their danger zone. And Van Mankpoto onto it, good control from Fama. Beautiful play into their own half. And the players of George Weah 11, a long cross intended for Weah, but he was still far from it. And still, it's now Janje Jacobs for the guys of defense. Still into the half of Weah 11, famously known as WAS. A long cross, Nokongwana was there, is 4-feet camera. This could be trouble for Weah 11, a wonderful save from the legs of Joe Nangbe. Put his right foot into it. Intended for the counter, but it didn't reach George Weah. Far referee says no. Van Mankpoto clears it once more for from the danger zone of George Weah 11. So it's now the guys from the area. They are actually playing home. Wherever you are, you're watching KMTV Live. Augustus Walker, Julius Compton. Inaugural Jacobs, Amos Kozaro, and the legs of the crew. We are here bringing this game to you in a teamwork spirit. From our end, despite whatever the case is, we are bringing it to you as you are watching it. And this captain, wow, he's been caught in an outside position. We are bringing this to you. Emmanuel Do Janyine, versus to be called White Ball. He's also here as part of the team, making sure that we bring out of the action that you are saying to George Weah. Wonderful skills. Van Mankpoto, right back, formerly of George Weah 11. This player now finds George Weah. He has 1 man to contend with. The referee says foul.
he was actually losing his footing. And a little tackle. And it's an advantage now to WEAH 11. Here at the BTC in Central Monrovia, as part of the inauguration program, we had to take this one. He finds from Akpoto deep into the half of defense across Christopher. He was out with it, and nevertheless, he had a head onto it, but it was just feeble for this goalkeeper from the Ministry of National Defense, specifically the Armed Forces of Liberia. He put his right foot into it quickly for his right back. This player wearing the number 8 jersey. He's onto it. A long one. Intended for Janje Jacob. Janje still putting up a chase. But he was caught in an outside position. So he's not playing advantage. Fast play. Joshua intended for Christopher. Christopher is still there. Joshua, he has 1 minute to go to it. Wow. Money.
Let's stay with number 14.
Of course, the number made famous in this republic, number 14, George Opon MATCH-WEAH, the king of soccer. He had his right foot into it, anticipating the ankle, the 90-degree ankle, but it was wide on target. And I think if he can have 2 or 3 chances like that, you could see something at the back of the net. I saw earlier on some players present and former players of the national team. I saw Ansu Toure is also here. And if they are here to grace this occasion. From where we are, we just can't capture out of the dignitaries, but we hope to get them little by little, and we have it in form, bit and pieces, as this game continues.
Somebody, I say you get replay.
That was the tricky play from Joshua, and as a result of that, some of our followers, our viewers are asking for replay. We are also into the transition period, so as this government in this country, so as part of that, we will work on it subsequently, and we'll bring to you all of them, not this game, but in games to come. Nukuguano, he has 1 man to contend with. He finds his teammate down to George Weah. Wonderful chip from George Weah. Wow. A poor one from this player intended for George Weah. But that was a very short one. In the Liberian team, we call it hospital pass. So it's now the central defender for WEAH All-Star. He finds Vaman Poto to George Weah, anticipating Christopher on the far left. He's still this player. He has Nukun into the danger zone of Reverend Sansa Wilson. He was out with it. I mean, he was far outside the 18-yard box. And I can say for sure, I'm seeing good sportsmanship here. The two teams are actually, the guys are very mature, and they are exhibiting good sportsmanship, very patient indeed. And this is what this game is all about. It's all about fun fair. And I think this is laudable. Around approximately 19 yards to the goalpost. And I see George Weah to take this one. As you can see, 5-man wall has been built. A chip! Go! Weah! The president elect. And on this match, he's the captain. George Weah scoring the first goal, and he receives applause from some of the dignitaries, those who have come to witness this occasion. A good chip, deflected one, and back to the net. Back at the net, and it's goal number 1. WEAH All-Star won the AFL nothing. A goal coming after the infringement on this player, a striker from WEAH All-Star. And it was a wonderful chip, 5-man war, but it was deflected, and the goalkeeper has absolutely no answer to it, making it the goal that separates the two sides respectively. We are All-Star 1, and that goal coming from the man himself, the architect, the backbone, and the president-elect of this republic. This is one of his passions. This is where he's known for from all walks of life. Deep one into the half of We Are 11. We are All-Stars, sorry. But it wasn't a good one. And so the AFL onto it once more. This player wearing number 2 jersey. Trying to communicate with the teammates. He just can't see. So he came back to his goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper finds his right back. Again, we apologize that we don't have the names of the guys from the AFL. For no other reason, we are not biased though. But because of protocol, we just could not get their names. But we've been following football and sports, so we are familiar with the guys from the end of We Are All-Star. So that's why you are hearing us calling some of the famous names as far as football in this country is concerned. Augustus Walcott is bringing to you all of the actions as you're watching it on Creative Minds Television, KMTV, Liberia's #1. On the other end of the broadcast, Udawe Jacobs is also there, partnering with Amos Kozau and Emmanuel Do Janyene, commonly known as White Ball, and they are doing their part of the broadcast. Joshua, he beats one man carefully. Wonderful skills for him. He first Christopher. That was a blind pass, but Christopher wasn't on time, and Christopher is actually wearing a famous number 15 jersey. One of the first black African and Liberian player to play at Wembley for the Gunners of Arsenal. Christopher had a wonderful days on the pitch as well. He scored 2 famous goals for the national team of Liberia against the Super Eagles at the the Samarkand Sports Complex. And that game ended 2-1, and Christopher was the hero. He's been referred to as the Wonder Ball. Popas from GEORGE-WEAH, he was anticipating Christopher, and the communication, according to him, Christopher should have driven through that defender, but that communication wasn't perfect at all. So meaning no trouble to AFL. On the far Reverend Flynn, this player, he finds his teammate, the captain for the matter, is going through. He got 1 man to contest with a shot! Peter for safe! Wow! Joe Armstrong Tononangbe showing another skill that he has between the goalposts. That could have been the equalizer. Joe Armstrong Tononangbe, wonderful save. AFL stay on the attack, trying to take the shame away. They are playing home and they are down by 1-0 into the half of We Are All-Star. This player onto it. He beat past 1 man, going through, but it's no trouble now. So there's now a goal kick. Joe Nangbe to take it. Put his right foot straight to GEORGE-WEAH. He has it. Far off target. And a quick one from this goalkeeper. We Are All-Star 1. The AFL 0. The goal coming from the legs of GEORGE-WEAH through the set piece. It was deflected, but it was on target. So that goal will be accredited to GEORGE-WEAH. So it's 1-0 now to We Are All-Star. We Are has it. He beats 1 man for the stay onto it. Full anticipation. The communication wasn't too perfect between GEORGE-WEAH and his teammate. But this player still having the skills, he was able to maintain that ball. And so he was outweighted. It is now foul quickly. GEORGE-WEAH, a shot! Anticipating the right ankle, but it was wide off target. 1-0 is still the scoreline. KMTV, at the BTC. The Backplay Training Center on UN Drive. And this game is part of activities marking the inauguration. On tomorrow will be the Thanksgiving service. On yesterday, it was intercessory service from the Muslim community and See that wonderful skills from George Weah. And also the dedication of the first diagnostic center in this republic, exclusively owned by the National Social Security and Welfare Corporation. Christopher Red, good pass. This could be trouble for this player. Wonderful skills from Christopher Ray, intended for his teammate. That player wasn't 2-on-2, and so it's no trouble. Quickly, Nukun Guanu, Nukun finds George Weah. George Weah, he set onto it. A long pass for Christopher Ray. I still seeing that skills and tricks from Chris Ho to George Weah. George still has that charisma. That pedigree, you know, like the saying goes, when something is in your blood, whatsoever the case is, it just can't be removed. You just can't take it from it. And so this is what George Weah is portraying, showcasing here at the BTC. A throw now for the Avia. 1-0 is the scoreline. They are down, but they are still trying to see how best they can get the equalizer. And it's now on T1, Christopher Ray. Looking for George Weah. The long one, but a poor pass from Christopher. Chris O is still trying to get onto this game. He's yet to get onto it. But I show and hope that later on, a goal can put him into this game. Liberians, and from this republic, some top government officials, members of the armed forces of Liberia. As a matter of fact, this is their own barracks. So they are here as well to grace this occasion. They rest back for the AFL. He sends a long one. Poor clearance, stay into the danger zone of Weah All-Star. He has stayed onto it. A pass, Janja Jacob is onto it. Where he dispossessed George Gipro now. The left back is George Gipro. He finds Christopher Ray. Christopher turns, trying to find George Weah. A long one, intended for George Weah, but it's far off. And the last man is there, and Georgie reconsolidates. He's onto it. One pass from Vamakpoto back to George Weah and to his right back. Good control from George Weah, which is not surprising anyway. It is now Nukungwanu, Fofi camera right now. Fofi, money of the national team and LPRC respectively. The Oi Boys. Christopher, tender for his teammate, poor pass, but this player was foul. So it's now infringement. And we are All-Star, Nukungwanu, playing deep into central midfield. George Weah playing a free roll. He's onto it. He finds his teammate. Good control, good coordination. Nukungwanu, what can he do? He finds his teammate, but he's been beaten into it. So the AFL fans are better in. And that's Janja Jacob. Janja Jacob is onto it. For the AFL. Good pass for Janja Jacob, and this could be trouble for We Are All-Star. I tell you, this could be trouble for these players. Wow, he scored in an All-Star position. And meaning no goal at all. And the guys from the AFL are protesting. They are protesting. They are very angry, especially from the bench. They said that wasn't in any way outside. However, the case is, the presiding officer of this match is no other person but the referee. His decision is final. Poor pass. The guys from AFL, the captain onto it. This could be trouble for We Are All-Star. Straight into the arms of Joe Armstrong Tononangwe. No trouble now to We Are All-Star. Good skills from this player. He's onto it. He has one man to contend with. He stayed onto it. Avante referee says play on fast play. George Weah from Christopher Ray to George Weah. George Weah now looking for his teammate. He beat one. He has two men to contend with. Wow. This is very interesting. I saw that second moon dribbling from George Weah, but that defender was very smart. I had not been so, we could have been talking about the second goal. In KMTV, here at the BTC in Central Monrovia, bringing to you this Unity encounter between the AFL and WEAH All-Star as part of a protocol, our programs to commemorate the inauguration ceremony, which will officially take place at the SKD on Monday. The AFL onto it. This player, he finds his teammate, good chip. Janja Jacob has struck. One off target. Janja Jacob is causing troubles. I mean, some dangers for a WEAH All-Star, but he's yet to get on target. Josh Jeeper. What can he do? Going deep. George is still onto it. He was sandwiched, and 3 defenders from the AFL end could not allow that to happen. So he dispossessed. He's down. The AFL onto it. Reconsolidate. This player has been 5 references, no play on. And it's now Fofi Camara. Fofi finds his teammate a short pass from Fofi. So the AFL has a better number references true for WEAH All-Star. Also trying to see the coach from the end of the 2 teams, however the case is. The game continues. Straight to Joe Armstrong on the Nangwe. He put his right foot into the pull up on Joe. He's into trouble now, but this player is caught in an outside position. This is the second time that Joe is getting into trouble and wasting time to kick the ball. And it reminds me of former German and that of Arsenal goalkeeper, Arsene Wenger. And sorry, not Arsene Wenger, Jens Lehmann. Wow, people, please don't hold me content. I'm all into this one. I'm talking about Jens Lehmann, to be exact, who was noted not too good at field work and causing some troubles back in the days for the Gunners. Josh Jeeper now onto it, deep into the half of the AFL. Across. No one is there. And Josh Jeeper is not too happy with that one. He's not too happy with that one. So there's now a true intended for the AFL. 1-0 is the scoreline, and it's George WEAH the goal scorer, and it was a set piece. Deflected one, and the goalkeeper of the AFL has absolutely no answer to that one. So that's the only goal so far that separates the 2 sides here at the BTC. Reconsolidate this, not advantage. The AFL onto it. This player trying to find his captain. A long one is in the outside position. This player caught in an outside position. So no trouble until WEAH All-Star. Josh Jeeper, wonderful skills. He finds his teammate. Chris is far into the half of the AFL. He could not be connected to shortly. And so as a result, the ball goes back to the defense of WEAH All-Star. Quickly faking. It's Joe Nangwe finds his teammate Vaman Poto. Poto formerly of Junior Professionals. Poto onto it now. Finds Josh WEAH. Josh WEAH quickly to this player. He's turning for good connection. I'm going to tell you for sure. These guys are doing extremely. Josh WEAH looking for the tricky pass. He set onto it. He finds Christopher Ray. Christopher has 1 minute. Josh WEAH. There's going to be trouble now. And a good one now for Nukun Guanu. Nukun. What can he do? Or Chip Christopher is that? And Josh Jeeper. He's been out with it. And it's the second corner before WEAH All-Star. Josh Jeeper was actually anticipating a very strong strike. A left-footed one. But this right back for the AFL saw exactly what he wanted to do, and he did not allow that to happen. So the second corner from the end of WEAH All-Star. It's George Jeeper to take it. 5 pressing so far into the half of the AFL. A long one, a strike from Makoto. It's not noted for scoring anyway, and it was actually WAF or target. Makoto, right back of WEAH All-Star. According to our own official time, we've gone halfway mark into this first half. Janja Jacob coming deep to collect, to coordinate, and see how best they can get, if possible, the equalizer. A long one for this player for the AFL. He's going deep into the half of WEAH All-Star. He has Vamakwoto to contend with. He's beating Vamakwoto. And a long one, wow. But stay onto the pitch. But I thought that ball traveled outside. But the linesman says, stay ongoing. Please stay on. Good defending from Josh Jipru. And that wonderful connection was actually thwarted as a result of that defending from Vama. Josh WEAH to Christopher the Red. Christopher to George WEAH. George WEAH, he has one man to contend with. He's still onto it. He finds Fofi Camara. Goes back into defense to his teammate. The guys are still fundamental and they are so very relaxed, very mature guys. Play international football, play for the national team. And so I'm not surprised of the coordination, the wonderful display here so far. Even the guys from the AFL end as well, they are doing extremely well, coordinating perfectly and very mature as well. You're watching our KMTV Live. That's Creative Minds and Television. Bringing to you this all-important match. Josh WEAH beat pass one. He has another to contend with, intended for his teammate, but that pass was not well coordinated. And so the guys from the AFL will now have a better hand. Deep into the half, across, pull one, but stay into the foul. It was actually Janji Jacobs who pulled that defender of WEAH All-Star from the back. And that was a good call from the referee. This game has attracted so many international media. And I see the AFP is here. They are also here to contribute their own quota. As you may know, the BBC is also here. And George WEAH is also a very good, notable follower of international media. And so this is now string. Christopher Red, on strike! Wonderful anticipation. Chris O was trying to steal this goalkeeper from the AFL. And I can tell you, he had absolutely no answer to that one. Had that ball reached to his target of 90-degree end. And Chris just would have a little bit controlled that one. And that could have been goal number 2. I tell you, foul again. Foul. It was a good connection from the end of the AFL striker, but the anticipation from the defense of WEAH All-Star was very strong. That defense I see so far is very compact, and they are making sure that they secure, maintain their one-goal lead. 1-0 is the goal so far for this match, and it's George WEAH, the goal scorer. It was a set piece and a little chip, little deflection. Quickly, George WEAH chose it to Nukungwanu. He's anticipating that pass again, and he has it. He got one man to contend with. George WEAH, he beat pass one. He finds his next. Christopher Red into the half. He finds George WEAH. George WEAH was caught in an outside position. He has a matured and professional player. He did not in any way intercept to that ball. And so it was an easy one from the defense of the AFL. This player is a... That was a good pass from George WEAH, intended for Christopher Red. But this defender says, no. I just cannot allow that to happen. So the guys from the AFL has a better hand. A good chip. I stay back. Like I told you, the defense of WEAH All-Star very compact. So that chip couldn't have passed through for whatsoever reason. So the AFL want to stay trying as much as possible to get the equalizer. This player deep into the half of WEAH All-Star. The captain now. Good pass. A tricky one, but Josh Jipru is onto it now for We Are All-Star. The guys I've seen so far are trying to lose petrol. Stamina is what I observed. Good one for Nkungwanu. It's called Brazilian open window. He allows that ball to pass for his next player. MATCH-WEAH to this player. This could be the good chance for the goal number 2. Foul. Another set piece from another terrible angle. Another set piece again from another troublesome angle. Let's see what happens here. And I see Christopher Red onto it. The wonder ball in this country as far as football is concerned. And Creative Minds Television, KMTV, Augustus Walker is doing his utmost best. Another 5-man wall has been built. And it's now on Christopher. But George Chipper, it's going to work. Good, clever connection. George Chipper, I thought Chriso could have taken that one. But it was George Chipper. And just on an inch, that could have been goal number 2. The goalkeeper from the end of defense is not happy with the wall that was built, because for any other reason, any inch, that could have been goal number 2. But that's it. The scoreline is 1-0 in favor of We Are All-Star. And there's no other person but it's MATCH-WEAH who is the goal scorer. Not because he is the president-elect, but that goal was a tricky one, and he scores it. This could be trouble for We Are All-Star. A good pass, and the guys from the AFN are still struggling to get the curtain raiser. This player, he finds his teammate. Good connection, Janja Jacobs, he set onto it. This pass, but George Chipper is there as usual. From his end, he's trying to see how best he can show his skills as usual. He did that cleverly. He finds 4 feet to George Chipper again, but a foul. 1-0 is still the scoreline. I see some of the professional guys from the AFL right through our commentary booth, but I think they are not happy because they are down by 1 goal to nothing. But they are smiling, dude. This is just a matter of charity and festivity. But as you know, the guys from the AFL, they are not noted for smiling. They are very focused, very serious-minded individuals, because they are there to do their job and do it to the utmost best. Quick one, the AFL guys are on to it down. This player, he has 1 minute contend with beating. Wonderful clearance from the legs of that central midfielder, and the referee says foul. So it's now foul for the AFL. Quickly taking, and the guys are anticipating the equalizer. And they onto it. A long one. Janja Jacob, a pass! But he was caught in an outside position. 1-0 is still the scoreline wherever you're watching, and KMTV. And we've come into you from the Barclay Training Center in Central Monrovia, and we are bringing to you this match. It's a sporting activity as part of the inauguration ceremony. A chip intended for Nkungwanu, but MATCH-WEAH did not do that perfectly. And as a result, the guys reconsolidate. This could be trouble. Good defending from the legs of We Are All-Star. Quickly, MATCH-WEAH, president-elect. He finds Chris. Oh, see that? I'm amazed. A long one intended for George Chipper. But that was not communicated to perfectly. So the guys from AFL has a better hand. The guys from the AFL has a better hand. And so we stay here in Central Monrovia at the BTC, and we're bringing to you this all-important match intended for unity. And so KMTV is doing what she's noted for. MATCH-WEAH intended for Vamamputu. But Vamamputu was fouled in the process. So the guys from WEAH All-Star will take it. And we so far appreciate the comments from our many viewers who are following. And one of the comments say, please take time with our president-elect. But I can tell you for sure, this president-elect is hard to handle. He's very skillful indeed. And because of his portfolio now, he's doing the Brazilian style, the one-time touch formation, just making sure that he gave away the ball very fast to a teammate. He beat past one? Oh, no. And this defender from the AFN is not taking anything for granted. John J. Jacobs, a long cross, intended for his teammate. This could be trouble, but you're scored in an outside position. So thanks to our many followers following us from as far as India, Mali, in Liberia, the USA, in other parts, from the Gambia, Theophilus, Bantu, thank you so much for following. Emmanuel Hine, Patrick Peewee. The net is slow here, we acknowledge that, and we hope to work on that, but this is our country, Liberia. But whatever the case is, we will get there, and we are getting there gradually. Joseph Gayflow is also following from Timbuktu, Mali. He's watching one of the favorite historic areas in the Malian history. That's the end of the first half, and this first half is accredited to George-Weah All-Star. They lead by 1-0, and that goal was from a set piece. And it was a wonderful chip from the end of George-Weah. That is the only goal so far. So we've gone 45 minutes. WEAH All-Star 1. The guys from the end of the AFL nothing. They are now going for recess and to take some break, get some instructions from their respective coaches, and drink some water, do some massaging, and then come back for the second and final half. Because this is a charity match, I'm very sure that there will be several substitutions. So it's halftime, and let's see some of the comments. Lahar, Kazu, Prezosko, Lo. That is interesting, but it's not unusual though. The president-elect is noted for scoring goals, and fantastic goals as a matter of fact. Kafumba Fasu Keita is also watching. He's saying I should call in President WEAH. This is protocol. Until you can be sworn in officially, he's called President-elect. However the case is, thank you for your comments. Thank you for your comments so far. Bobby Roberts, KMTV is the best in Liberia, and it's no doubt. Thank you for the compliments. Vaman Gray from India. That's my own colleague there. He's also watching. Thanks to all of you for watching KMTV, and continue to watch KMTV. And we are making our way to the dignitaries and from the other end of our broadcast to see how best we can get one or two statements, comments, remarks, whatever the case is, from the respective individuals that have come here to witness and this all-important match. Let's see if we can get in touch with some sport journalists. Hassan Zulu. Sorry, Hassan Kiau rather. Hassan followed George-Weah very much. And he's a very good follower, the former leader of the BBC, Hassan Kiau, alongside the spokesperson of the Liberia National Police. As far as my information is concerned, he's also a very good footballer. But let's start off with Hassan. Happy New Year, sir.
Many happy returns.
What do you make of today's activity?
I think it's a good start. You know, sports is a unifier, and so I think all sides are here, whether you're from left to right, foul, backwards, center, everybody is here. But I like the camaraderie among the people. My only concern a little bit is that I didn't see the likes of Kevin, Danishas, James Diba, Jonathan Bocha Segbe, and so on. But I talked to Jonathan Bocha Segbe. In fact, he has said that he was going to come, and he was one of the key organizers here. But you know, they're here. Yeah, but the people who are here, well, they're here. But I'm also hearing there's a little bit of rift between Salensa and Joe Nangwe over vehicle issue. You know, so we hope that they can settle that outside the political realm or so on. I mean, I'm saying that because I'm within I'm informed an inner circle, because I'm trying to organize a former National Athlete Union, which I'm going to be. I'm the chief organizer along with Bocha, the rest of the guys, Janje Jacobs, and other guys. So I'm speaking from an informed source.
So the game today, the first half, what's your own take about it? You saw George-Weah and his colleagues. They are trying to display what they usually do.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that George is struggling in the sense that he's making all the passes. He's receiving all, he's making all the passes, and nobody is lashing onto those passes. They are not, should I say, they're not even razor sharp in front of goal, let alone, you know. So George is doing all the passes, and he can run. I mean, because, you know, you can see that he has grown to some level that he can do the things he used to do. But he's making inroads, he's coming in, he's playing midfield, he's playing offensive, he's playing defense, he's playing all the roles except for being goalkeeper. But he's a real libero on the field, and nobody is seizing the opportunity to finish up. We just hope that, you know, as the second half comes on, he can just go back up and just relax. But then if he goes back on top, then there will be a deep hole in the middle, and then, you know, people might just, you know, pass the way. But I think so far so good. The camaraderie is good, and the goal he scored was was superb. People thought it was some kind of way, and I told people no. People expected that he was going to, you know, chip the ball up. So he kept them spellbound because everybody was anticipating to go up, and then he just dragged on the, and the goalkeeper, before he knew it, he was already go. So I mean, those are all the tricks that Manuel knows, and he exhibited some of that here.
Thank you so much. We'll get to you later.
A pleasure.
Sam Collins, spokesperson of the LMP. I can remember the last time we were talking about football, it was the PUL who defeated the LMP. 2-1 as a matter of fact.
You know, just before I commented that, I heard Hassan talking about the organization of the former athlete union. I think that was a great initiative, yeah. But I thought you were going to say that you will be the chairman.
No, I'm just the organizing chairman, because we want to bring all former national team athletes together: basketball, football, athletics, which I was the fastest runner over 5, 6, 7, 8 years, table tennis, and also on. And my inspiration comes from the fact that, you know, we see some of the football players who have labored for us, and you see that they are nowhere. I mean, because sometimes their own doing what, you know, they didn't make plans for today. They didn't make plans for the time they were playing. So we don't want to serve as a welfare organization like Bocha told me or Janje Jacobs told me when I talked to him, but we want to serve as a counseling for them, those who are going to apply their trades elsewhere, so that we can advise them appropriately. They don't make the mistakes that the older ones have made. We can also be there for each other and also have a say in sports development in Liberia. That's all. And so I think it's worth it, and I want to thank you so much for commending me for that.
Yes, certainly. It is a good thing to have the athletes come together, because I think that what the older guys have done will serve as an example for them, and I'd like to commend you for that. The PUL and police game.
That was a wonderful weekend.
It was exciting, and I think that we'll organize, we'll reorganize, we'll come back, and you'll see more from the Liberia National Police. But let me assure people in the diaspora that all is intact as it relates to the inauguration. We have more than 500 journalists, foreign journalists that have arrived on the Liberian soil just for the election, and so many foreign guests are expected to come. As I speak to you right now, people are checking in at the international airport, and the security conditions very much conducive, and everything seems to be intact, and everything seems to be working in line with our security plan for the election. On the 22nd of January, which is the day of inauguration, that will be the end of our national security operation for the entire electoral process. And the kind of commendation that we have gotten and we are getting, it shows that the National Election Security Task Force, the conglomeration of all of the security sector here in Liberia, did a very wonderful job We have commendation coming from the U.S. government. We have commendation coming from the EU, from the African Union and ECOWAS. And we have the Inspector General of Police that will be honored the 6th of February in Kigali, Rwanda, for a wonderful job done. So we are excited. And let me also take the time to commend the media who have been assisting the police in helping us to carry out our information. It has been a wonderful thing. I have been having a wonderful relationship as Chief of Press with the Liberian media. I hope with the coming in of the new government, I will have the time also and the opportunity to serve.
The police are assisting minister.
Come again?
Maybe Deputy Minister also information.
But you need to assess my performance, what I did a wonderful job to go at that level.
No, the mayor has not done.
I cannot judge that.
Thank
you so much. Thank you, gentlemen.
No, don't leave it. I can't allow him to leave this team on me. I showed that I've done a good job. And if I find presidential favor, I'll be very much excited.
I think in years past, normal days that we call it. I think nowadays there are two guys who are really doing exceptional. His predecessor and him. Yeah, when something happens in Batala, the next minute they are on top of it. I mean, let me commend them. And also, the police has done remarkably well during the electoral process. No complaint. Our interview, I hosted a election program at LBF for 8 hours. And everybody who I hosted, NDI and everybody at Carter Center, even I hosted John Mahama, the former Ghanaian president. Everybody, the beginning word was the police they were, the ending word was the police they were. So let me commend you in this way. And please take the message to Greg, and I hope they can retain him.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you so much. Let's see if we can get to Information Minister, Sir Len Eugene Nangwe. So welcome.
Thank you.
What's your own take, your observation about today's activities?
Well, firstly, this Peace and Solidarity March is part of the inaugural ceremonies. And it's also historic because this is the first time the president-elect has decided to fellowship with the army and with some of those who played with him in the past. You see all the former players of Lone Star, they are all here and they are displaying, what we missed, great soccer artistry. So I think it's very exciting and it's a good way for him to begin his tenure because he said that he will always play when he has the time, whenever he has the time. So it's very great and I'm happy to see a lot of Liberians here to watch this. And I'm not sure whether he's coming back, he has the energy, but I think he does. So we'll continue to enjoy more beautiful soccer.
I expect you to be on the pitch. You're a wonderful, good player too, I swear. But that's what the case is. Yeah, you witnessed the first half.
Yes, the first half was great. You saw the goal he scored. So we are all very excited. And I'm waiting to see the second half to see even more beautiful football. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's Information Minister Len Eugene Nangwe. As a matter of fact, he is a good friend and a colleague to the president-elect. Let's see if we can get one or two more from some of the dignitaries, officials, also via here. Welcome, sir, to KMTV Live.
Thank you very much. I'm Nathaniel Briswell, a member of the Inauguration Committee of 2018, the Coalition of Democratic Change.
What's your own take about the game here today?
Well, it's a great event. After many years of turmoil, reconstruction, reintegration, reconciliation, this is the actual time that Liberians are being part of a process where they all can feel that yes, their stake over the years is yielding fruit. So all we want to say to our people in Radio Land, in the diaspora, is that unity should be the hallmark of the day. I think you can see from the exemplary action of the president-elect, Ambassador George MATCH-WEAH. And also, I want to congratulate all committee members of the inaugural committee appointed by Ambassador George MATCH-WEAH. We are doing a fantastic job. We're hoping to see a good inauguration come on Monday where we can climax this thing and go on beginning Tuesday to do the Liberian people's job.
Can we say from your planning end, or is it?
Well, yes, from our planning end, we are about 95% complete. If you go on the stadium right now, you will see a lot of work has been done. Federal committee with the protocol activities is all complete. The security is doing very well. You heard from the chief spokesperson of the Liberia National Police, the venue committee, entertainment, where we are right now. You see the entertainment is ongoing, where the president-elect was and the AFL is having a very good time with other Liberians are enjoying themselves.
Thank you so much, now.
Thank you.
That's it. One of the members of the organizing committee, giving a stake and as far as some of their plans, preparations leading to this occasion is concerned. Before we can get the second and final half, I'll see this fellow. Hello, what's your name?
My name is Thomas.
Thomas.
Yeah.
I see you here on the field. Why you can't do it?
I just can't see Joey, but I ain't play.
So how you see him play? Why did you make her play today?
Because I see him get skills, so I see he score a goal, I enjoy how he score a goal.
And MATCH-WEAH on Monday will be the president of Liberia officially. What do you expect from him as a Liberian?
I expect good development, helping with the disabled on the street, and for a good place.
Any other thing you like to tell him?
I just tell him to put a choice in God.
Your name again?
Thomas Pan, KPA.
Thank you, sir. Let's see if we can talk to our mother here. Hello, ma.
Yeah, hello.
What's your name?
My name is Kou.
Kou, you on the field. Why you can't do it?
I can't see my pleasant to be playing, to know I'm a pleasant playing. I love them, my pleasant were playing.
So what you want him to do for you or the people in Liberia?
I want my change our life today. When I want to be on the street to be baking, we must change our life. That's all right, change our life.
You think he'll do it for you?
He will do it. He will make it. We can see a mother say we're going there to will be there.
Your name again?
My name is Kou Girl from Gusos Nipple Street.
How many children you get?
I got 6 children.
Oh, they're going to school?
Some people are going to school. I can go to school before I bury them, go to school.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
You also see some members of the disabled community. They are also here to witness this game. As you listen to them, they're here to see their own president that they elected according to them, to see him play and to see how best he can focus on improving their lives. And so, Ambassador, let's see if we can bring you this second and final half of this game. I see former national team goalkeeper Sonny Sear is now between the goalposts for WEAH 11. Some substitutions were made. Sonny Sear came onto the pitch. We have another that will be coming. So let's see some of the other substitutions. Christopher Red is down. And I see the man, former leader of the national team of Liberia, Thomas Kojo, deputy head coach of the national team, is also here. And there were some good comments raised by Hassan Kiau concerning some of the famous names as far as football is concerned. And they are not here, like James Deba, Jonathan Bocha Segbe, Danisha Segbe. But however the case is, this is all about good sportsmanship, unity. Perhaps they may have other engagements or they are far from this place. Whatever the case is, we are here and we are making sure that peace and unity reign in this republic. You're watching KMTV live from Central Monrovia at the Barclay Training Center, the BCC, to be exact. And we're bringing to you this all-important festive unity and reconciliatory march. And coming to the AFL, I think it's a laudable initiative. The government taking on the very first step to the stewardship of President-elect George MATCH-WEAH. Several guests are here. And I see Stanley Kona, former chief referee, is here also. And let's see how best we see some of the elected, newly elected lawmakers. I saw Tabarosa Tapongwe from Mangibi County. I saw him just arriving as well. And it's surprising to know that I just can see Oliver McCall. Perhaps, let's see what will happen before the end of the day. Second half, we've gone roughly about a minute, and it's still 1-0 in favor of WEAH All-Star. And infringement earlier on, and that was from the point of George Jibril. It's not easy. He's trying to position and reposition very perfectly. And there we are now. So we apologize for the little twisting and turning. My colleague Augustus Walker doing extremely well here, making sure that you see exactly what you see and to the very best. Prince Toes, one of the new guys that are introduced into the second half. George Jipro has one man to contend with. He's been tackled and he's been fouled. George Jipro very strong. 1-0 is still the scoreline. Yeah, at the BDC, we are All-Star versus the AFL. And George Jipro, Prince Toes, and George, we are respectively 3 guys are onto that ball. Let's see what they can actually do with it. There was a similar area that the guys got their first goal from. A 5-man ward again has been built. George Weah is onto it. The camera all over because it was similar place that the first goal came from. But this one will be from a chip. Oh, hand up! Good one. Just an inch. It's just an inch. And so it's no trouble now to We Are All-Star. Quickly faking. The guys from the AFL doing everything possible to get the equalizer because it's very terrible. Heartbreaking playing home and being down. And that player dispossessed George Weah onto it now. He finds Nukungwanu to this player wearing number 7 jersey. Coordinating one of the new guys that came on. And I think about 4 substitutions from the end of We Are All-Star. Thomas Kojo, George Jipro. George Jipro finds his teammate. The guys are still coordinating. And a central defender from We Are All-Star to put up a chase onto it. He dispossessed. And Janja Jacobs is going through. What can Janja do? Well, it's now a goal kick. Goal kick. Sonesia, formerly of junior professionals and the national team of Liberia, respectively. He's between the goalposts now. He finds his teammate Nkongwanu, formerly of LPRC Oilers, and Invincible 11, respectively. The second half is a little bit slow. And whatever it is, the guys are trying to juggle out things to ensure that they put more gear and taste into the second half. This is KMTV Live, bringing to you this peace and reconciliation match here at the BTC between We Are All-Star and the AFL. If you just joined us, it's 1-0 in favor of We Are All-Star. That goal came in the first half from a set piece, and it was George Weah, tricky, curving ball. The guys in the wall anticipated the ball in the fling circle, but he placed it right on the wall. It was a little tip from the wall end straight into the net. Similar goal that Ronaldinho scored against Werder Bremen in the Champions League years back. And we see some dignitaries also moving. Honorable McIntosh, I see former presidential candidate as well, in President of McDonald Winter, just passed by our commentary booth. Very fast indeed. We could have, wow, too bad. However the case is, we will get back to them. One of the founders of the CDC, the Congress for Democratic Change, McDonald Winter, participated in the 2017 election on the ticket of the UPP. He did not win, and he formed a coalition with the Coalition for Democratic Change, formerly of CDC, and that coalition brought to the fray the election victory of President-elect George Weah. Janja Jacobs now wearing the armband deep into the half of We Are All-Star, trying to cause the damage or pass. Good connection The guys are doing very well now. A long cross, wonderful head up, and there's no trouble now until WEAH All-Star. Prince Toast finds George Weah. George Weah is putting out about Chase. He beat past this. Wow. It's just not there. It's just not there. The stamina is just not there. I ain't not been so, that could have been a different story. It's a wonderful and crack team here. Wonderful and crack team headed by the man, Inaugural Jacobs, from the other end of the broadcast, Emmanuel Dojaninen, and affectionately called White Ball, Amos Kozau, Augustus Walker, and I also have my assistant here. And together we are bringing to you this broadcast that you are watching on KMTV. Cho to the area, quickly faking this player, trying to connect his teammate. He did that perfectly, going deep into the half of WEAH All-Star. Janja Jacob, but he's caught in an All-Star position. Good pass from Janja Jacobs, but that player was actually not watching the outside line, and the All-Star trap, good one. That was a good call from that landsman, waving his flag very fast and putting that player into a disadvantaged position. It's still 1-0 here at the BDC in Central Monrovia. This peace tournament, a peace match, as a matter of fact. It's just this, only this one, I mean. And you listen to the information minister talking about the importance of this match and the continuation of this. And George Weah has stated earlier that whenever he's given the time, do as president of this country, to speak president-elect, moving forward, being president of this country, whenever he's given the time through protocol and pieces of advice, he will do what brought him to the limelight. That is, he will play football. So today is just one of them. And I can tell you for sure, football brings people together from all walks of life. It unites people. This could be trouble now for WEAH All-Star across. Wow. Janja Jacobs dashing the hopes of the guys from the AFL. A one-time touch, but it was wide off target. Good coordination there, and Nukungwana onto it. Finds his teammate, but this player lost his footing, reconsolidates. He still did not do well. Still trying to get himself into this game. And the guys from AFL, Janja Jacob once more is going through. This could be trouble. Wonderful defending. And this player really struggled to combat that player from the AFL end. And he was fouled in the process. And so there's not infringement. It's still 1-0 to WEAH All-Star. Christopher Red is on the bench, and he's now doing the coordination of the substitution and the guys in that respect. You listen to Hassan Kiau, some of the plans to bring old and new athletes together in the sense of unison and to develop that spirit and going forward to ensure that the game of soccer, the game of sports as a matter of fact in general, in any way does not die. So I think that is a good plan, hoping to see the actualization. And I was amazed listening to Sam Collins talking about 90%, 95% plans from the end of the security for this all-important inauguration ceremony. According to him, 500 international media are already here, and they will be there alongside the local media. So can you imagine, there will be indeed a huge turnout just from the media end. I can just imagine from the end of the international guests that will be arriving, some head of states, some athletes as well, because that's the background of the president-elect. So we hope to see a very peaceful inauguration ceremony on Monday at the SKD. Son is here, put his right foot in there. He do too well, so his dispossess is now the guys from the AFL, safety from the end of Thomas Kojo. So AFL guys onto it once more. Try to coordinate this player into the central sack, deep into the half of We are All-Stars. This possess good control from Prince Toes. He finds George Weah. George Jipper is going deep. And there's no striker so far, point striker for We Are All-Stars as far as I see. The guys are just going deep. And George Weah, as a matter of fact, is playing in the central circle position, almost like a free roll. But he's not coming deep up front because you have to know stamina is of concern. Still 1-0 is the scoreline here at the BAC. We are all started onto it, trying to control things. This player is still turning around to connect his teammate. He finds George Weah. Wonderful play. George Weah to Nukungwano. Nukung to Thomas Kojo. Thomas calculating Josh Chipro. From Josh to Josh. That is very good. Josh Chipro to George Weah. Now to Josh Chipro again. Josh Chipro finds Prince Toes putting up a chase. What can he do? Good pass, but George Jipper was just not on time, so it's no trouble down to the AFL. The guys are going deep. This could be trouble now. Still there into the half of We Are All-Star. A pass, good clearance from this defender. 1-0 is still the scoreline here at the BTC. We're still seeing some guests arriving here. And this program from here, we understand that there will be an honoring program as well from the end of there will be an honoring program for George Weah at the ATS and that of President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. So we're hoping to see what will happen from here and down on. George Jippo to take the throw down to George Weah. Good tactics from George Weah. And he's still onto it. He has one man to contend with. Intended for Prince Toes, still looking for his teammate. He finds George Jippo. From George Jippo to George Weah, down to George Jippo. This player putting up a chase. But he was too far in a running position for him. So this goalkeeper came up. The goalkeeper who has so far conceded a goal cleverly came up and collects that ball. And it's now no trouble to the AFL guys. A strike! Good save from Sonny here. Good save from Sonny here. And that player was actually trying to steal that goalkeeper. But Sonny here was actually right on time. And to ensure that he put his hand onto it. Still into his magical hands. And Sonny here chips it. Intended for George Weah. Weah collects it. Beat past this player. Intended for George Jipper. No. Poor pass from George Weah. And so the guys from the AFL end reconsolidate. They onto it. Trouble now for Weah 11. Janja Jacobs. Oh, wow. Poor one from Janja Jacobs. Poor one from Janja Jacobs. I felt and thought he could have done better with that one. But that's the game. At times you can, your calculation can be perfect always. George Jippo foul, and George Weah onto it. Trying to find his teammate. Both of the guys from We Are All-Star and are playing deep into their own half instead of into the half of their opponents. A pass intended for this player is not moving through, so it's no trouble now. So the guys from the AFL are having several chances. This could be one of them. Janja Jacob again, missing a golden opportunity. He had only the goalkeeper to contend with, to place it at the back of the net, but he said no. I can tell you, had it been George Weah, that could have been goal number 2. He just possessed, and so it's now defense. The guys from the AFL end having all of the opportunities. Now this player deep into the half of We Are All-Star. Jacobs again. Wow, goal number 1. That's goal number 1. Now good control. Sonny had no answer to that one. And it's goal number 1 to the AFL. The score is now settled. The score is now settled. And I think, in all fairness, they deserve this goal because they mounted immense pressure immediately after the second half. So far, it appears like a bulk of the guys are here are in favor of We Are All Stars. So the goal, we just cannot see any cheering. The half of the stadium is quiet, almost relatively quiet, like cemetery, because scoring against We Are All Stars. However the case is, it's 1-1 now. We Are All Stars got their first goal in the first half, and so is the guys from the AFL, who are very physically fit and getting their first goal into the second half. So it's 1-2 other side here at the BDC, and so far there's no trouble indeed. Thomas Kojo now onto he finds George Weah. George Weah looking for George Jipro. Short pass. They're trying to mount pressure now. Prince Toes dispossessed. The guys from the end of the area are still controlling things. This could be trouble now. They are mounting pressure. They are playing home. And they indeed need the glory. Janja Jacobs, he dispossessed. And We Are All Star playing into their own half now. Sonnesia onto it. Coming into the second half, conceding the first goal from the end of We Are All Star. That's the game, however. A long one intended for Thomas Kojo, poor coordination. The guys of We Are All Star, they have to put their acts together now because they are giving away opportunities, several chances as well. The AFL, this player finds his teammate. He was substituted, just came into the second half. I can say that for sure. And several substitutions in the making. The guys from the AFL and coordinating well now. A long pass again. Wow. George Chipper bit into it. This could be trouble. And Janja Jacobs onto his colleague. Back to Janja Jacobs. He's wearing the armband. Janja finds his teammate. It's almost like a practice session now for We Are All Star because they are chasing shadows. Another trouble for this player. I just can't see Nukungwano into action anymore. They are indeed chasing shadows some more, and this could be trouble now. And they stay onto it. The guys from AFL, true pass, collection, good coordination. Wow. The PDC is where we are in Central Monrovia, bringing to you this all-important peace and unity game between We Are All Star and that of the guys from the AFL, our own professional army of this republic, and coming to them in a unity style. I think it's a good start. I think it's a very good start because the guys have been having some troubles, some challenges as far as news and information is concerned. And so if we can get that happening, I think it will be good. There are several other challenges from the end of the AFL. So starting up with them on today, the others have said them and just adding and sorry, I think it's a good one. Quickly, a chip. This could be no. Two guys caught in outside position from the end of the AFL, but they are still going through this process. Poor pass, Prince Toes, one of the new guys were introduced. Good chase. This could be trouble now for the AFL. This player is trying to anticipate. George Weah. We are onto it. He didn't do too well. Nukungwanu, he has power into his legs. George Weah chase for Nukungwanu. Nuku put him a chase, but he's commits a foul. George Chipper! George Chipper trying his right leg, which is not noted off. Usually his left is the powerful area. But he did extremely well, and that was a strike off target. A good connection from Weah to Nukungwanu to George Chipper respectively. The guys from the AFL end did not have a better hand into the half of We Are All Star, but this player caught in an outside position. 1-1 is the scoreline. Is the scoreline, and George Weah, good control, still onto it. Tender for George Jipro. The judges are actually coordinating well. George Weah once more, a passing tender for this player. He's still putting on my chest. Wow. timing was not perfect. From all indication, I felt he could have delayed a bit to get a better power onto that one. But it was a good pass on George WEAH to him. And that's the second on-target strike from the end of the WEAH All-Star. Right after this, we're hoping to get some interviews and communications or get few words from several other guys out here. John J. Jacob causing several troubles for WEAH All-Star. He merits indeed a captainship. He's a leader of the guys from the AFN. This could be trouble once more. Wow. His goal kick. He put up a chase, but he wasn't on time. This game is brought to you through the kind courtesy of Creative Minds, KMTV. At the BDC, a very crack and cohesive team. Augustus Walker, Udawe Jacobs, Emmanuel Do, Janian, and Amos Kozau, and I'm Julius Conta on this end. And this could be trouble now for WEAH All-Star. A similar position. WEAH off-target strike. I think he can do better next time. Another substitution in the making. This player is coming down. We just cannot get his number from where we are, including his name. But he's been substituted for another player from WEAH All-Star. And so play continues. Reverend Sounds away. So this player wearing number 7 jersey. He finds Prince Tools finds George WEAH. George Shipper is putting up a chase. George Shipper is actually playing point striking role now. And George WEAH is supplying out of the ball to George Shipper. That's why you always hear the judges in their connection. Hoping that can pay off for them. 1-0 is the scoreline here at the BDC. The AFL going against WEAH All-Star. So let's see, as we say thank you for all of the comments from Ghana, India, the Gambia, wherever you're commenting from, including Liberia. We'd like to say thanks for your comment. Outside position, yes, that player was caught in an outside position, and the referee was right on time. Thanks for your comments. And someone, Josepha Solo Williams, as far as in Europe from Sweden, is also watching. Thanks for being very attentive. Whatever 1 or 2 challenges we have, we will work on them, but thanks for your encouragement, thanks for your motivation. George WEAH down to 8. He finds Nukun Guano now. Nukun deep into the half of the AFL. It's George WEAH. Wonderful pass. Wow, that player just did not understand what Georgie was trying to do. And I can say that for free. Had it been the man, James Deba, that would have been a different story, because the two guys, they actually understand each other to the fullest. So we like to say thanks for your comments, thanks for following, and we are getting it very perfect little by little. And this is what we intend to do in this country, to work together to see how best we can move our country forward. It's now, wow, this pass, a poor one. It's no trouble now. So it's still 1-0 here. Roosevelt down. I'm watching from Madison, Wisconsin, USA. Thank you, and thank you so much for the commendation. And Abraham Fire says, KMTV, the station of the year. We appreciate that. Thanks so much. We're hoping that the PL is taking note, and they will give the flower to who so far deserves it. George WEAH. He's on to it. He has 1 man to contend with. He's still into it. Good pass. This player is still putting up a chase. Corner kick. Corner kick. I think he did extremely well. The pass a little bit fast, and we are anticipating him moving very fast. Whatever the case is, it's 1-0 here, and the second corner for we are all starting into the second half. Hassan Jordan Cannon is also following the broadcast. Mamin Dwe, great. Thanks for following as well. Josepha Solo Williams, Fides Kole. Thank you so much, guys, for following as we continue this broadcast. It's still 1-0 here. The guys on WEAH All-Star trying to coordinate. A little communication problem. But however the case is, the guys from the AFL. They now have a better hand deep into the half of WEAH All-Star. This could be trouble. A great pass. Wow. Terrible strike. Terrible strike. Wide off target. I'd say a terrible strike wide off target. Another substitution in the making. And let's see, this player wearing number 7 in jersey will be substituted. And this player is coming in for WEAH All-Star. Blessed Salvation, Karina. Yes, Augustus Blackie. You guys are watching from all ends. And Thomas T. Johnson watching from District 12. This is a complete reconciliation match. Surely indeed it is. And the guys are exhibiting that to the fullest. They are actually showing good sportsmanship. Very mature guys, very intelligent, very responsible. Cyrus Joel Mangi, great job guys. And the team are doing a great job. I mean a professional job. He's watching from Minneapolis, Minnesota, the USA. One of Liberia's best journalists. And the records are there. You can follow it up. And he's also doing a very good job in the USA. Thank you so much for watching. And Cyrus, for the record, formerly of Royal Communications Incorporated, he worked for Ambassador George WEAH President-elect station. He also played along with him in some of the games. And I know Cyrus is actually missing this game. He prefers to be called Patrice Evra, and left back, former left back of Manchester United and France respectively. And I show that Cyrus is missing this game because he's a very good footballer, a left back. George WEAH, I don't tell you, he finds his teammate. This could be trouble now. He's putting up a chest. Wonderful defending. I tell you, this a new substitution from this end. He's doing extremely well, causing some troubles for the AFL guys. We'd like to appreciate our Almighty God for this blazing sun, wonderful sunshine here at the BDC. And it is a blessing, a wonderful one, a blessing always that we will always think and count on. And this could be trouble for the AFL guys now. And the coordination still non-suitable. So no trouble now from the end of the AFL. This guy put in a chase. A long one, dispossessed. This could be trouble now. Sonesier is there. Wow, Sonesier. I think he did good calculation to come up and disturb this player so that he just can cause the damage. Janje Jacobs, wonderful skills. He finds his teammate. Janje is still onto it. He dispossessed this player, put up a chase. He has George WEAH in a wonderful pass. Good anticipation. Nukungwano is there. Georgie is there. He's still moving through President-elect. George WEAH is onto it. A former World African best hero. He beats the pass. What can he do? George WEAH is still doing that. Wow. George WEAH. This is what he's noted for anyway. That club. He's saying that Creative Minds Television. He said he was watching the last angle and any mistake whatsoever, that could have been goal number 2. He was actually anticipating his brace, but he did not get that one perfect and hoping he can get it subsequently. Creative Minds Television, KMTV, I saw of the comments I've seen, and the facts are there. That's the #1 television station in this republic. You better challenge that, and we always here, always on time, always there bringing all of the necessary action, and that you always witness wherever you are watching. And Alexis Santikonen is asking who winning. The score is 1-1, and it's a peace tournament. It's just a wonderful jamboree here, and I think, in my mind, it's worth commending. And I see some of my hard-working colleagues, Emmanuel Doe, John, George G. Brothers onto it. He's still there.
Thank you,
What an inch. George Chipro trying to exhibit his usual skills here, 1, 2, 3. But that defender from the AFL end was unshakable. He was not deterred by that. He was watching the ball to the exact end, and he collected quickly, meaning no trouble to the AFL. AFL now onto it. We've gone roughly about 25, 26 minutes according to our unofficial time here into this second and final half. Emmanuel Doe Janyine one of the brains behind this all-important broadcast. Inaugural Jacobs, the head of this team, and you're watching from wherever you are. This could be trouble, but this player caught in an outside position. Thanks for following us. And Achi Tape, watching from Texas, Dallas, Texas, the USA. Thanks for your commendation and thanks for following. And we are doing what we love doing best. Nuku Guanu, the sporting about chase. This could be trouble for the area. Wonderful goalkeeping, good communication from the end of the central back and his goalkeeper respectively. He blocked Nuku Guanu to the fray and to ensure that his goalkeeper was very safe to collect that wonderful ball. And it was indeed a superb one. KMTV live here at the BDC. We're bringing to you this wonderful reconciliatory match between the AFL and We Are All-Star. From here, according to protocol, there will be an honoring program of President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and President-elect as well MATCH-WEAH at the ATS. And on tomorrow, the Thanksgiving service. And Monday is the biggest one. According to Sam Collins, security-wise, 95% preparations have been completed. Earlier on, you saw one off-target shot from that defender from the end of the AFL. Very ambitious. He was anticipating the 90-degree angle of the goalpost of Walls. That's We Are All-Star. MATCH-WEAH down to 8. I can't just imagine that he's playing 90 minutes. He finds his teammate quickly, MATCH-WEAH. And this player, this is a very dangerous pass, and it could prove costly. A good reconsideration from this defender, but that was actually a very trashing pass. A long one. It's not too good for this player down to 8 now. He has 1 minute to contend with. He beat past him. He finds his teammate. And what can he do? Still going through. Going back to MATCH-WEAH. MATCH-WEAH is coming to the same ankle. He has 1 minute to contend with 2. He's waiting for the one. That's going to be goal number 2. Wow. Good save on this goalkeeper. Good save. Wonderful save. Beautiful save. MATCH-WEAH anticipated this first right angle. And he placed it there. But this goalkeeper was actually on time. This goalkeeper was actually on time. And I think it's a very, very good connection from MATCH-WEAH number 2 to MATCH-WEAH number 1 respectively. The judges are on the page. As a matter of fact, they are 3. They are 3. This is all judges' affair now. And that could be goal number 2. It was very close, so the calculation was not. WEAH, as a matter of fact, had no chance to think about second thought. He placed it one time, the goalkeeper was right on time. Janja Jacobs, he finds his teammate deep into the half of We Are All-Star. This right back, putting up a chase, he's right on to it, and looking for his teammate, a chip, and finding his teammate a strike. Wonderful acrobatic strike, but it was actually one off target. That's Janja Jacobs. That's Janja Jacobs. And he's a very wonderful player. I remember playing very well for the LPRC. He's a right back, utility. And I'm getting information that Janja Jacobs is the elder brother of my own boss man, the head of this broadcast, Inaugural Jacobs. No wonder. No wonder why the two people sleeping together. Who are deal, my boss man. It's not about fun here. We have to flavorize it. We have to make sure that we crack some jokes because it's all about fun fair. And this is what's happening here at the BDC. Thomas Kojo finds Prince Toes. Prince Toes, long one. This player and the goalkeeper put it about chest. A good clearance. A poor one. Nukun Guanu. This could be. Wow, Nukun Guanu. Wow. As experienced as Nukun Guanu is, I felt you could have done better with that one. But he's not again noted for scoring. He's a good central defender. That could have been goal number 2. We Are All-Star missing several chances here. I think it's not good for them. And someone may say, if this game will in any way end up in 1-1, it will be to the disadvantage of We Are All-Star after trashing out of their opportunities. Good safety from this player. And the linesman says it's goal kick. Ibrahim Fire, KMTV, the station of the year, Ahimindu Sako. do we know for sure tomorrow how many presidents are coming for the inauguration? We get you the full information subsequently because we have other broadcasts, and at that broadcast, we fill you in with some of the exact information you need. And so we stay here, MATCH-WEAH, fans Nukungwanu, Prince Toes back to George Shippo to MATCH-WEAH, anticipating a strike, the usual strike. He finds MATCH-WEAH, George Shippo, poor one from George Shippo. He was actually anticipating MATCH-WEAH with that little tip, but it was a little bit poor in reaching George. So if you just joined us, we've gone roughly about 30 minutes, halfway mark into this second and final half. It's still 1-0 to Adosa here at the BDC. MATCH-WEAH scores the first goal in the first half. It was a set piece, wonderful creative chip, and the goalkeeper had no answer to that one. And in the second half, the guys from the AFL came back and they pulled George Shippo across, goal number 2. Jesus! I just can't believe my eyes. Nukungwanu, free head up, but I think he was right on time, but he's just unlucky. I can say that, he's just unlucky. He's just unlucky. Nukungwanu head up, and the goalkeeper from the AFL and is now struggling with injury, I think. And so we will now go for, the game is now at a momentary standstill. And MATCH-WEAH is moving on to the goalkeeper. I think it was that tackle when MATCH-WEAH placed it one time. He struggled, and can you imagine this sportsmanship? MATCH-WEAH is attending to this goalkeeper, and this is what is noted for. And I see this is drawing more attention, and it's the media looking for the very, very unusual thing. The media, they has blocked our entire commentary area just because of this human posture MATCH-WEAH is exhibiting here, trying to take care of this goalkeeper, and it's drawing attention. The game is now out, it's standstill, and this is very impressive. This is the MATCH-WEAH that people know. This is the MATCH-WEAH that people admire, a people's servant, and he's there exhibited one of his many skills here today again. Not only football, but he's very caring. He was the very first player on this pitch to attend to the goalkeeper who has a slight injury, and he's been attended to officially now by the medics from the AFL, I mean his own colleagues. This indeed is the MATCH-WEAH that people admired a lot, and that they are hoping and such of those qualities can be exhibited as president of this republic, and to see how best the much needed change, a people-oriented leader can come to reality. At the birthday celebration of Vice President-elect Joel Howard Taylor, MATCH-WEAH stated to some of the officials, the Speaker of the 54th National Legislature, Honorable Dr. Buffer Chambers, was in attendance, and he said, "I'm glad that the Speaker is here and other dignitaries are here. Please, we should serve the people, not ourselves." And it's just evident that caring for this goalkeeper who was struggling with injury. Now to hold the feet, MATCH-WEAH, this could be trouble. Pass, George Shippo, and it's goal number 2 though. Outside. A good pass, but I felt MATCH-WEAH could have pulled for the goal. But he did that to George Shippo, and George Shippo was actually struggling. George Shippo was actually struggling, and the pass from George Shippo to that player, of course, that player being in an outside position. And MATCH-WEAH is complaining that that could have been a penalty. He loves the game so much, very much. That's his passion. Queslia Rakul, pro player, I hope I'm getting that name right, from Mangibi County, is also following the broadcast. Queslia, sorry, she's also following this broadcast. And as you do your statistics, and during the election in Mangibi County, from the CDC end, MATCH-WEAH got more votes contrary to the vice tender bearer of the Unity Party, where the home of him is Mangibi. And the citizen got more votes from that end. And this person is now from that particular end watching this broadcast. Thank you so much from some part of rural Liberia watching this broadcast. And someone from Australia, Paul Himie Stem, is watching from Australia. Thank you so much for following us. His 1-0 is the score if he just joined us. Paul Himie Stem, 1-0. The president-elect got the first goal into this match. And later on, the guys from the AFL end pull one back. And so, this is what's happening. And according to the goalkeeper, and sorry, the referee, that's goal number 2 officially. So the guys from the AFL end are centering. And that goal number 2 was scored by Nukungwanu. Connection from George Weah to George Shippo to Nukungwanu. So like I said earlier, the presiding officer is the referee, and he's the official or judge of this game. And he says goal number 2, and it's actually goal number 2. We are All-Star 2, the AFL 1, and we've into the finishing line, the dominating. A long cross, goalkeeper Sonnes here was right on time. He was right on time, and he saved the day for We Are All-Star. George Jippo on the touch, looking for his teammate. He did that very well. George Jippo still very strong, very physical indeed. George Jippo, the husband of our colleague Titi Fuka Jippo, one of Liberia's best female journalists, one of Liberia's best journalists as a matter of fact, Titi Fuka Jippo. According to the president of Liberia, she's the, along with Melody Menzies, they've won the best, respectively, broadcaster of the year in terms of news. So her husband is playing here. On tomorrow, she will be doing her work as a journalist, and on Monday, respectively, for Omeo Radio. Head up into the half of George Weah 11. Good control. George Weah is on to 8. What can he do? He's going through. He finds his teammate. And one thing I admire him for on the pitch, he's not a selfish footballer. He's not a selfish footballer. Whenever he sees a colleague going through the cutting edge passes and movement, as a matter of fact, he plays it there very well. And it's left for you to do what you're supposed to do for the very best of the game. Josephine Campbell is watching from the USA. I'll say thank you so much for following. Thank you so much for following us. And this is what KMTV, Creative Minds, is what KMTV is noted for doing. And this wonderful team is here. Emmanuel Dojanian, and our boss is on the other end. And Randolph P. Jackson is on the other end, Alex Divan. And we will be bringing to you another live broadcast from our main studios, Morex Plaza, later on, speaking to some dignitaries, reflecting on President Johnson Sirleaf's administration from the end of sports, education, youth empowerment. We hope to get Dr. Michael P. Slaron from the end of education, from the end of youth empowerment. We hope to see Augustine Tamba. He's the president of FLY. From the end of the issue of youth empowerment and sports, we hope to see the president of Barra Young Controllers, Sekou Konen. And so the list is very heavy. We will be speaking with them from our main studios beginning 1 this afternoon. And later on, we will move back to the ATS for another ceremony. So this entire week is very tense, whatever the case is. We are here to do the job of the Liberian people. Substitution of this struggling goalkeeper, and he's been substituted. He conceded 2 goals, and let's see what will happen to the next goalkeeper. And as we still have time into this match, I'm Double, watching from United Methodist Radio, 98.7. Shama Double, thanks for watching. Nyan Sandolo, wow. Our president almost scored his second goal. He got skills to the fullest, and that's it. And there's no doubt. Thanks for watching. Team Net, Time Net TV, relaying to 1,000 Liberian in 5 counties. Wow, that's a good one there. Thanks for relaying. Thanks so much for relaying into our people in other parts of this country. We are All-Star on to 8. They are into the lead. They got the lead in the first half. They got the lead also in the second half. George Weah. Good chip intended for this player. And he's not outside. And so he said that everything skills is now onto this player who is caught in an outside position. That's the head of the Nyanin brothers, the individual behind the production, distribution of Shintao in this republic. Nyanin Corporation, that's the head, just been introduced onto this match, wearing the number 10 jersey made famous by the nation's most celebrated star, James Allen Sadeva. And unfortunately, he's not onto this page on today. George Weah is in an outside position. Reverend says no. He's on the center line, so he's dead onto it. He has 1 man to contend with. He beat past one. Second man to contend with. What can he do? He found Nyanin, who scored again in an outside position. Thomas T. Johnson is asking who scored for Weah outside, and I can give you that information. The first goal was scored by George Weah from a set piece in the first half. In the second goal, George Weah was also part of that play. He coordinated the George Jipo, who gave the assist to Nukungwanu. So the 2 goals, George Weah and that of Nukungwanu. So it's actually 2-1 and not 3-1. If you're watching, if you're following us, it's actually 2-1. George Weah and Nukungwanu, respectively, are the goal scorers from the end of Weah All-Star. And while a striker from the AFL, we apologize earlier on that we just cannot get their listing, but he scored that terrific goal from the end of AFL. This could be, wow. He was caught in an outside position. So that player was caught in an outside position, no trouble to Weah All-Star. A chip, 4-1. He was anticipating George Weah, but this player from AFL dispossessed. And Prince Toes, a long one intended for Nyanin, but it's not good at all. So there's no trouble to the first touchdown from this goalkeeper who's just been introduced after a little injury from the end of the first goalkeeper of the AFL who considered 2 goals. The guys from the AFL end are very strong, physically fit, young guys as a matter, unlike the guys from Weah All-Star. So we are having holiday in terms of receiving the ball, exhibiting their skills and agilities. But however the case is, they are down by 1 goal to nothing. Outside position, but he was still far a bit, that one. Sonny Sia to take it. Chris Day, please be careful with the Prezo. Remember Monday's inauguration. That is squad in place, but I'm not seeing into difficult tackles here so far. He's aware, and besides being aware, George Weah is always noted for not falling into trouble, always careful, watching things. And so far, I see he's playing the ball very one-time touch into this end. And so there's now Thomas Kojo. Thomas Kojo playing right back onto the defense. George Weah. George Weah, to say onto it, like he said, he should not fall into trouble. And he's doing just that, taking his time. He finds Prince Toes. Prince Toes to his right back, another George Weah. And George Weah B, a long one, back to George Weah to George Weah. From George to George, it was interesting. And this player from BYN, the AFL, the Barra guys, they are onto it. Still struggling to get their second, and that's the equalizer. As withdrawing closer to the finishing time. A long one, this player putting up a chase, he's onto it. What can he do? Anticipating one of his teammates, but feeble one. And goalkeeper Sonny Sia. I can remember Sonny Sia was between the goalposts when Liberia played Cameroon. And that goal scored by Samuel Itufe at the time. A right-footed strike. Sonny Sia, instead of punching that ball, I can still remember that. He wanted to hold on to it, and the force on that ball, looking at the close range strike, the ball took him into the goalpost. And that was one of the games I can remember from Sonny Sia between the goalposts of Liberia. And Sonny Sia is a very good goalkeeper. His utility, as a matter of fact, in Indonesia, he was also on the pitch, playing on the field instead of between the goalposts. And one of the close friends to George Weah, as a matter of fact. So he's here into the goalpost. Second half, the first half, It was Joe Armstrong Tononangwe, the utility Joe Armstrong Tononangwe. And he did not concede, he was substituted. It was Sunday who conceded the first, and it's 2-1 the scoreline. Creative Minds, Television, KMTV. And we are not saying you have to judge, but this is Liberia's #1. And it's now Thomas Kojo. Thomas Kojo finds his teammate. Back to Thomas Kojo. They're trying to play into their own half to draw the attention of the AFL guys so that they can utilize some opportunities up front. Prince Toast. George Weah is too deep, so he cannot be connected to, so a mispass. So the guys from the AFL onto it. This player put him a chase for the second time. He finds his teammate. Is Janja Jacob is already substituted. The senior brother of Udaware Jacobs, our own boss. So I see what I can see in around here. Maybe the man going to massage his senior brother. I'll say this player from the AFL end, he sends a long one. I'll say into the danger zone of. And that's it. That's the end of this match. I just can't believe that we've come to the second and final half of this match. And it's George Weah. That's Weah All-Star winning this game by 2-1. We will have so many interviews now. Moving quickly, I think it was very interesting one. 2-1, George Weah getting one of the goals and Nkongwanu respectively. So George Weah All-Star has defeated the guys from the AFL at their own backyard. Sorry for little shaking in of our camera because we are trying to move from one end to another. Let's see if we can talk to George people. Let's see if we can talk to George people. George people played extremely well here onto this pitch. Georgie, Happy New Year and welcome to KMTV.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
I saw you played a wonderful game on today. President, what do you make of today's game?
I mean, today is just another happy day, you know, coming to cheer the day off with our incoming president. It makes us happy. And this is something that we're always doing, express ourselves on the field. And at the end of the day, we all find happiness.
Some of your colleagues, we did not see the legs of James Deba and, you know, Tanisha Samuel, Jonathan Samuel. Did you miss them into this game anyway?
Well, of course, we are all colleagues, you know. We came up from down the line, you know, being together. But it's a sad event, you know, today that they can be part of. But notwithstanding, we hope that they will realize and see reason so that we can be together as a brother.
Okay, thank you so much, George.
Thank you.
That's George Chipro. And we are, like we said, making some interviews, seeing how best we can talk to. Let's see if we can talk to French Jericho Nangwe. Frank Jericho Nangwe. Sir, Frank Jericho Nangwe. Yeah. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
You watched the game, and what do you have to say, sir?
Yeah, the game is, you know, the game is a reconciliation game. And so that's how it's supposed to play. The game was fun. You see, just to bring people together for happiness. It's not for a trophy, but just to entertain people and reconcile each other's differences.
Your own player that you coach will be inaugurated on Monday. What do you hope for sports for this country as you be president?
I agree that sports will improve, but we talk about the Liberian people. Let them come back to their normal lives and then recreation will be later. But there are a lot of work to do, so we hope that sports be all right, everything be all right.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's a former national team coach, Sir Frank Jericho Nangwe. And let's see who can talk to Kasimu Sula. Kasimu Sula, formerly of the national team. So welcome to KMTV Live.
Thank you very much for having me on this show.
I saw you giving some instructions on the game today.
Well, it was just a pep talk. This game don't need too much instructions because we have professional players, world best, and other professionals from all over the world. Yusuf Fofana from Ivory Coast and of the ASC Monaco was also here. So we don't need to get a lot of instructions, but just to give a pep talk.
So what do you make of the game today?
Well, the game is part of the inaugural program of Ambassador Weah becoming the Liberia president come Tuesday. And also the game helped to build the morale and build that system of togetherness between the armed forces of the Republic of Liberia and also the executive branch of government. So it helped to build that camaraderie and helped to also boost the morale of our sporting public. That's why Ambassador Weah decided to organize this game. And this is not just the first time. We did it before. before the elections, and we are doing it over and over. Actually, this is going to be our official soccer field. Yeah.
Do you see that being translated into improving sports into this country?
Of course. I live in Atlanta. I'm more involved with youth soccer, along with Ansumana Salif, family of the Liberia national team. He is in Philadelphia. He came to make sure that Ambassador Weah is elected, and he's also part of this program. Ambassador Weah coming to Liberia leadership as president is definitely an aspiration. It inspires us as a player, and it also helps to boost the morale of the younger one. I think the Liberia national team, the youth program, will be at a higher level.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes.
Let's see if we can talk to Ansumana briefly. Welcome, sir, to KMTV.
Thank you.
You witnessed the game on today, and what's your own take so far?
Well, actually, this game is just about unity, bringing us together, playing with the president-elect. It's an honor for most of the young kids, to share, their talent, or to execute their talent to, to the Liberian people.
Any advice you have for the young people and looking at this government?
My advice is that they should try to be committed. Football or soccer, as you call it in the States, is soccer. It's one of the major sports here in Liberia. And as former player for LPRC and the national team, I was opportune to play with Judge Weah and also his teammate during my early career here in Liberia. And I'm so excited, overwhelmed to be back here, to see some family members and good old friends and teammates here. So my advice to the young kids is that whatsoever you're doing, you should put your maximum. Because soccer can take you so many places and everywhere in the world once you commit it and work harder. And it's not easy. Liberia is one of the countries in West Africa that have talents. I mean, the short time I've been here, I've been watching some games, some of the kids playing. There are a lot of talents here. We just need to develop it, and we need programs for most of the kids, so we can be up there again. Because right now our soccer is way down. It's not like before.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
You are welcome.
Former national team player Ansumana Salif there, you listen to him carefully. You still watching KMTV, we're moving around, so we apologize for twisting and turning about getting in touch to some of the officials here, trying to make our way little by little, moving around. We have to be physical, and we are indeed. Let's see. You're watching KMTV live at the BTC as part of the inauguration ceremony. It's a sporting event now. We finally landed to Honorable Sir Joseph. So welcome to KMTV Live.
Thank you very much.
And you're watching, as a matter of fact, Sir Joseph is a very good footballer. So he just saw the gameplay today. What's your take?
Well, I'm happy to be here on this great day, seeing the president-elect again play. I'm part of WEAH All-Star. During the campaign period, we played a lot of games. But it was great, and we all enjoyed the game.
So what message is the game sending out to the Liberian people?
Well, we want to say to our people, he's our head of state, and he's down-to-earth person. And there's a clear indication he's still going to be doing, working with his same normal people. He's still got to meet friends. He's still going to be the same person, but doing it in the interest of the people of Liberia.
What's your own expectation about translating the issue of sports under this government in terms of development?
Well, there are a lot of programs. We are looking at the opportunity of, first of all, taking the county meet, giving it out to the Ministry of Youth and Sport, improving it, giving them enough budgetary support. So we're hoping to make that. And how best do we empower even soccer tournaments from high school level? We start from there, the school leagues and every other thing.
At the level of the national legislature, will you be supporting some bills? Finance is very important in sports to ensure that the programs we talk about can come to fruition.
Yeah, we in supporting bills, you have to be very careful. Look at what works in the interest of the people. Basically, this government will be looking at priorities. So we're going to be waiting for the President's State of Nation address. What are the priorities? And that's what we're going to work on.
You were re-elected overwhelmingly by your people. What are some of the issues you talk about priority you'll be looking at?
Well, I'm going to do more than whatever I have done before.
Example?
We're going to continue giving more support to the health sector. Presently, I just received 4 40-footer containers. That's here. I just received a donation again of $2.5 million worth of medication. I'm going to receive 30 medical doctors on the way coming in February 27. So to provide free surgery for people that have problems. So we're going to continue mobilizing resources and see how best. Also, I have visitors from the ground that came from the states also to see how best we can get involved. So there's an opportunity to serve the people. We are ready. We want to make a difference. One of the priorities of this government is the health sector. Within the next 6 months, we want to make a difference in the entire health sector in Liberia.
I want to backtrack a bit. Sorry, sir. A citizen has a speaker now in the 54th section. What kind of government or legislature the Liberian people hope to see?
Well, the people of Liberia expectations are high, and we're going to do all we can so that we can work along with them. But
do you think you'll be under pressure?
Well, I don't want to think that I'm going to be under pressure. What we're going to do is that we're going to basically discuss and implement issues of priorities of the nations.
Any final thing quickly?
Well, I want to say thank you for today's day, and I'm so impressed and happy that today we all can move forward as a nation. We have a change now. We have a new government coming to take place, and let's work together. Even those that have served in the past, we want you to understand we all can work together. This is about Liberia. This is not just about political party. Those that have served in the United Party-led government, we also need them, to work along with us so that we all can move our country forward.
Thank you so much and congratulations once more.
Thank you.
That's Sir Joseph from, let's see if we can get to... So we are 11. You listen to some of the remarks from the individuals here. You listen to some players. You listen to George G. Pro. You also saw Representative Sir Joseph. And they were all giving a take and hoping to see that the very best it can happen in this country. Unity, peace, and prioritizing key issues of our concern is what, according to him, looking at the platform of the president-elect, they will work in that direction and to see how best can move Liberia forward. As I told you earlier, we had a wonderful team. Augustus Walker, been making sure Emmanuel, Do Janine, and Yudawe Jacobs, Amos Kozau, and Eric Pevist. We've been here together bringing to you this broadcast. And we are going out from here to go to our main studios to bring you more of what you'll be seeing in terms of the interviews and all the activities marking the inauguration of the 25th president-elect and vice president-elect of this republic, George Weah and Chief Senator Joel Howard Taylor, respectively. So my name is Julius Compton. You'll be seeing me when you be seeing me. This is Creative Minds Television, Liberia's #1, no doubt, and please keep watching.
I say, my people, you're not trying to see Liberia clearly happy. You're going to try to get the apple enough for food. Let me tell you, they are very easy to download, control, and use. That inside the app, I can get all my entertainment news from. If you want to know about music and show, it's there. Sport and politics, I won't leave it there too. I say they are too choosing. If you want to know how they can download the Liberia Clearly app, just go to Google Play or ask to on your phone. Download the Liberia Clearly app. No.